The only way I can be beat is if you cheat. If you cheat. If you play fair and square, I'm going to win. I mean,
What up, you guys? Welcome back. It is Barb City, where it's mother effing Liddy. Let's go on ahead and get right into it. Do not forget to fill my comments with hashtag BCG, money bags or unicorns for good vibes. Do not forget the tacos for the Queen of Tacos as well. If you guys do not know, Queen of Tacos is my other YouTube channel. Also, www.therealbarbcity.com is where you can find my merch. And with that, our first topic is going to be on Ice Spice. She recently attended a fashion show. I believe it was a Vitamins fashion show. I could be wrong. But anyway, as you guys can see here, it says Vitamins luxury executive accused of getting handsy with Ice Spice at a recent fashion event. And here is that video clip. Check it out. And here were some of the comments. Baby, he's gay. Not everything is oh. He likely dressed her and clearly loves her body, as do many male fashion designers, regardless of their sexual orientation. Another person said, I don't know how people can't tell she looked uncomfortable as hell. She really wanted him to remove his hands. The next comment saying gay dudes really be weird as hell, using their gayness as access to be handsy. And one more comment saying, this happens to women in every industry, even corporate offices, especially if you're new or on the low end of the totem pole. You either have to report it and get silently blackballed or smile through the discomfort for the sake of climbing the ladder. So, one thing that I do agree with as far as those comments go is that this happens very often, and not only to women. A lot of people that are in power use that position to get away with things and do things to people that they feel will not speak up for themselves. And a lot of people don't, because they don't want to ruin opportunities for themselves. Now, what I will say is that I don't know if that is the exact situation here, but Ice Spice definitely looked uncomfortable to me. Let me know what you guys think about that, and let's move forward into Saweetie. So, I am definitely confused here. I never thought in a million years that Saweetie, of all people, would be getting accused of not only doing drugs, but also prostitution and not paying people what is due.
Wow!
And this is what's being reported. Maybach Mary accuses Saweetie of fumbling the bag and falling for the client instead of paying up after a Chelsea Stadium deal. So allegedly, she is talking about Saweetie's current boyfriend, who allegedly is a soccer player. She is saying that this man started out as her client. And if you know what a client is, then you know. Anyways, she posted this photo to her Instagram story and said, "Hey, at Saweetie, I see you're playing internet games on Nicki Minaj's internet child. Let me know how you want to play this. I'm either going to receive my money from you or I can start addressing some of them rumors with TMZ. We spent almost a month in Africa. You should know I wasn't going to let you play me out of some money." And see, my thing is this. I get it. People be upset and they want to expose everybody. But why in the hell didn't she just take this lady to court? She also posted this photo right here to her Instagram story and posted a screenshot of someone saying that Saweetie's new man can barely afford her, and Saweetie is asking for yet another Birkin bag. And she said, "I'll tell a joke, but I ain't never told a lie. I sent you to Dubai because you never bought before and was depressed, looking for a good life. Took you to London, babes. Took you to Nigeria. Booked you an Australian tour. I helped this girl so much, only for her to play with my money at the end. I'm just missing my money from London. Pay up, Coke Ed, for I start naming the rest of the husbands you was playing with." And then she said, "I tried to be nice. Nice don't get you nowhere. Cocaine, witchcraft, and liquor is one hell of a mix. Send me my bread, home wrecker."
The way you, I'm not trying to laugh, y'all know. I'm never sure it's not funny. Stop laughing.
Now, she also posted this right here to her Instagram story, and it is a screenshot of text messages between her and Saweetie. And she is claiming that this is when she hooked Saweetie up with her new man, aka the client, and she tagged him and said, "Sancho, after you're done paying and getting tattoos of your you barely know, run me my money. She hates her career, so you came right in time, like the trick that you are. I just want what y'all owe me." And one more thing that she posted, she said, "I want to make one thing clear. I booked her for an appearance to visit the Chelsea Stadium and support the soccer team, as my last post shows. Instead of paying me, she fell in love with the client and told him not to pay me. I was a road manager with her, getting her deals. I was solid to this girl. She got what she wanted and never paid me. Simple. I want my money." So let me tell you guys something before we even get into this comment. You guys know that I love the F out of Saweetie. Like, she really chapped my buns with that whole Barbie world thing. I'm not into her music. You guys know that. I feel like she would be a great model or something like that. But I love me some Saweetie, right? But I've always asked myself, like, where is Saweetie getting all this money from to be able to do all these lavish things when her music is not selling?
Clock it. Clock it.
And just one comment that I want to get into, it says, "I mean, as far as Saweetie goes, if there's no tours, merch, or music being sold, and you see a person with the highest of materialistic ish and flying all over the islands, what exactly did you think said person was doing?" Let me know what you guys feel about that. And let's move forward into Cardi B yet again being called out as a colorist. Now, I have some receipts that I want to get into, but I have to say this. We have gotten into Cardi B allegedly being fat phobic, transphobic, and homophobic, right? I have posted many, many receipts, but if you guys have missed those videos, let me know and I will try my best to send you guys the link to the videos that I did. But in this video right here, we are getting into her being a alleged colorist. Now, let's start off with where it all began this time. So, I guess E. Kane was on Instagram Live and she was listening to Nicki Minaj. Y'all know she loves Nicki Minaj, my bad. She was listening to Cardi B's new album and she turned it off once she heard Cardi B say a specific thing. And because of that, this conversation is now trending yet again. So, as you guys can see here, it says, yeah, that line hit her hard. Y'all know that be a colorist. And this is the line, or shall I say, Cardi B's lyrics. It says, I hate when a bee think that she's cute just because she's light skinned. And again, although Cardi B is clearly light skinned, this comment about someone's color stood out, right? And people started posting a lot of old and recent receipts to prove their opinions. Now, as you guys can see here, someone posted, this is an old tweet right here, just so you know, but someone said, and then she went and searched hard for the ugliest pic she can find. So I'm guessing that Cardi B posted a photo of this person and was dragging them, and they're like, oh, girl, you posted a really old photo, right? Well, Cardi B responded and said, B, I ain't had to search hard. Your main pic is wild, muck. You just ugly. You look like a burned roach.
You bitch! How dare you? Oh my god!
Now, I want you guys to know none of the things that Cardi B is saying is how I feel. This is her opinion, not mine. Not only am I a black woman, but I am a dark skinned woman, and I definitely love and feel like my dark skinned fellow black women are definitely beautiful. And with that, you guys, let's get into this photo that she posted of this black woman and said, fix that dusty A weave and grow your effing edges. Then talk to me looking like an effing roach. She also responded to this person that said, but you tried it. And she says, LMAO, you think you look good, B? You look like two roaches having sex, right? And then I want to take you guys all the way back to the interview that she did with the Breakfast Club. And it says, Cardi B making extremely colorist statements talking about black women as she larps and ridicules herself for the next 8 years, trying to be someone she isn't. And I'm going to play that clip now. Check this out.
Strip. Yeah, and that's the thing about the strip clubs too. Like you don't feel as confident of yourself. Like after I got my breasts done, I actually thought that my body was perfect. And so I went to these hood clubs, and it's just like, damn, why this ugly ass monkey face bitch making more money than me just because she got an ass? Yeah. Now I gotta buy me one, and then it's just like, did you?
And another older post, as you guys can see here, it says Cardi B is cool and all, but she's extremely ignorant and illiterate. Cardi B responded and said, that ugly A wig you rocking is ignorant, and I'd rather be illiterate than have that roach having looking face you got. And not just that, another person said, Cardi B is probably going to find this tweet, but that mother effer knows she's funny looking. Cardi B responded and said, not more funnier looking than you baby chimpanzee. Another person said, son, back in freshman year, I got catfish mad hard, and it was by Cardi B's sister. Cardi B retweeted that and said, you lying. Because my sister don't even like ends like you. She likes them super light-skinned Puerto Rican long hair. And a very recent post from her sister herself from when she was responding to JT. She said, Gremlin looking B dying for attention. That's why I curved your boyfriend 7 to 8 times, and you know it, LMFAO. And take a look at these tweets right here from Cardi B back in the day, responding to a lady that she was going back and forth with. And she brought up the lady's child that had recently passed away. She said, F your kids, B, while your son passed B because you F up A, B, maybe if you pay attention. I'm like, damn, what the F did I just mother effing read? Like, what the fuck?
Embarrassing.
Anyway, I'm gonna do my best. She also said, maybe if you take care of yourself and don't worried about what's wrong with other bees, he would probably made it, stop doing drugs, and maybe that monkey would have been alive. Did anybody else catch what she was trying to say?
Oh, girl, please, bitch, ho.
An absolute mess. And now I'm going to play one more video where Cardi B literally says that dark-skinned women do not get the deals that she gets because they do not know how to market themselves and they are just not smart enough. Her words verbatim. Check this out.
There's a lot of artists that are dark skinned. They don't get the deals that I get. You want to know why? Because they just don't know how to market themselves. They're just not smart enough. And it's not even about smart enough. It's just like I have been hustling for so many years.
Now, I want to be very clear. I understand that people were dragging Cardi B as well, and beef is beef. You respond however you feel necessary. At the same time, I know that Cardi B is well aware that comparing a black person to an animal is basically calling them a nigger. And not just that, I feel like people have and can have a successful back and forth without needing to be a colorist, racist, or say derogatory statements, right? Well, that is why everyone's always confused when Cardi B is going up against a black person with all this payola and machines behind her, allegedly, and all the other black people will be in support of what she's doing and lifting her up and, carrying her on, and completely going against our own kind, knowing that she does not F with us for real. Let me know what you guys feel about that, and let's move forward and add some razzle dazzle onto the video. So we're going to start off with Tia Kemp. Basically, Tia was on TikTok Live, like you guys can see in this screenshot, and she was basically asked Cardi B or Nicki Minaj. And Tia not only responded to the comment instead of ignoring it, but she decided to take the time to drag the F out of Nicki Minaj and shade the F out of her as well. And y'all know the Barbs do not play. So allegedly, according to Tia, they started hitting her up, calling her phone and everything else. And then she did this live on Instagram. And in that video, she said, F the Barbs and F that B, as in Nicki Minaj. And she was cussing so much in both of the videos. I cannot play them here, but here were some of the comments. How is she mad at Nicki? Tia started with her, LOL. How you mad at Nicki though? Another person says she really wants Nicki's attention. Oh baby, the Barbs don't get tired. Good luck. Just for clout, cause ain't no way you let the fans get you that angry. I mean, you wanted this attention, so why are you complaining now? And one more person said, now you started with Nicki first, Tia. Then you thought it was sweet. So now they on your end and you can't take it. My thing is this, all right? Nicki Minaj has been talking a lot of stuff, but not one time has she said anything to Tia. I feel like Tia could have either ignored the question or answered the question in a different way while being honest. There was no reason for her to drag Nicki Minaj, call her out her name, and say the things that she was saying. And now, since the Barbs are dragging you, you want to come out and drag Nicki Minaj even more. Meanwhile, Nicki Minaj has never said anything to you.
Hold the fuck up.
Anyways, let me know what you guys feel about Tia Kemp now trying to play the victim and act like, oh, the Barbs are just bothering me after everything that she had to say. And let's get into what Tasha K posted to her Twitter while Nicki Minaj was in the middle of going back and forth with Cardi B and also spewing Jay-Z's tea. She posted and said, I sent Nicki Minaj proof of text messages ordering thousands of dollars of witchcraft on her career and personal life in the Dominican Republic. After it was done, her brother went to jail, dad was ill, she was blackballed, and Kenny's relationship with his 16-year-old girlfriend that he was wrongfully accused of raping surfaced. There is a statement from the victim admitting that she lied on Kenny. Nicki knows who did it. Ask her. The receipts were legit. Now, this is the alleged statement from the victim when she was trying to recant her story and was told if she did that, she would be in trouble. Now, Tasha K also said, it wasn't just one person trying to take out Nicki Minaj. It was an entire industry. Big difference. I don't care who I like or don't like. The truth is the mother effing truth. But tell me this. What artist do you know that has done as many features and broken in as many artists as Nicki Minaj has? Let's stop the mother effing cap. But she hates female rappers, but worked with all of them, even though they shitted in her face after they got on. She didn't need them. They needed her. And I always say this, you guys. Everybody claims that Nicki Minaj is bitter and washed up, and she doesn't want to usher in any of the new girls. She has worked with every last one of the girls except for Lotto, and that's because Lotto ruined her opportunity. Now, I want you guys to do some homework, and what I want you guys to do is list every last one of the new girls, right? And also list the song that Nicki Minaj has done with them. She has literally worked with all of these girls and complimented every last one of these girls and their talents. And I did a video on this when I first started doing YouTube. Nicki Minaj has been blackballed for years. She has been going up against machines, corporate giants, and other artists, labels, and all types of things for her entire career. And that is exactly why she is the queen, you guys. She has stood the test of time that a lot of people would not be able to stand. It does not matter how many times the victim comes out and says with her own mouth that she lied. It does not matter how many times we post this screenshot and the video, you guys. People are going to run with the narrative that this really happened just because they want to have something to say about Nicki Minaj. They cannot talk about her looks. They cannot talk about her child. They cannot talk about her talent, her pen, her skills, none of those things. And that's why they're always talking about her brother and her husband and things like that. They don't have anything to say about her. So if these things about her husband was not true, they would not have anything to say about Nicki Minaj. And it's sad, but like I said, these people would rather this be true than to come up with another drag. And I just got to give Tasha K her flowers for this.
Just give a bitch her roses though. I mean,
You know I love
just
you,
give a bitch her roses. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this.
And with that being said, you guys, thank you for enjoying my mother effing. Oh my God, let me get the F up out of here, because as y'all see, them blooper rolls is trying to roll and we're not starting over. So like I said, Thank you for enjoying my mother effing blooper rolls. Remember, when in doubt, pull your mother effing blunts out. And until next time, I love you guys so much. Thanks.